What are you saying? All right, we are here for episode number 12, recording live editing, first time ever. Can we give a round of applause for our producer of today, Zach?
Thanks for having me, Beer Death.
And this next guest I have on the show, her name is Chloe Lynch.
Oh yeah, microphone.
Let's get into it. Chloe, the new hot female comedian of the Seattle comedy scene. You've seen her at Shanghai. You've seen her at
Shanghai again. 2 times at Shanghai.
So how you doing, Chloe?
I am too hot for Seattle, Just
Blazing.
Seattle doesn't know what to do with me.
Well, let's get into it. Where were you born?
I was born in Redwood City,
Okay.
California.
School? All in Redwood?
No, then my parents were like, "Oh, the Bay Area is way too expensive to have 2 kids." And then we moved to the 209, baby.
To Nick Diaz's neighborhood, Nate Diaz.
To Tracy.
Okay.
Shout out to all my Tracy peeps. I hope you're not still living in Tracy. No offense.
All 5 of them.
Yeah.
And then you did college?
I went to Sacramento State. Go Hornets. Woo! Stingers up.
And then what'd you do after that?
And I studied art and design.
Okay. What were you trying to do?
I wanted to be an artist, so I studied art, but it didn't work out.
What kind of artist?
Like a successful one that like paints, like David Cho, murals for Facebook, and then they're like, "Oh, you want some stock instead of us paying you?" And then I become a millionaire. That's what I wanted to happen.
Yeah, but then you ended up a public defender?
But then I started working for I tried to get a county job in Sacramento.
Uh-huh.
Cuz I was like, "Oh, I want to get married and have kids, and be boring." But that didn't really work out. I don't know. No one would give me a permanent job for the Sacramento County. So
Why not?
I don't know. You had to take all these tests to do the most simple jobs for the county. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing? I'm making no money hourly, like $17 an hour. And I worked for actually, I kind of liked working for the Sacramento elections office. I learned a lot about our election system. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then why did you move to Seattle?
My mommy and daddy met here at Seattle Pacific University Christian College.
Yeah?
Yeah, my parents are nice, good Christians, folks.
But why are you here?
And then it's so beautiful up here. Everywhere I go, I'm like, look at all this water. There's water everywhere.
There's no water where you're growing up?
No. We have like one canal that dries up a lot.
And now you're just doing comedy?
Okay, so comedy I got when I started working for a law office in Modesto. Shout out to Modesto. Woo! Okay, one of the attorneys used to do stand-up comedy in San Francisco. And he's from England. And he's really funny. And edgy. He does like British humor that's cold and like edgy, dark. Yeah. So he was like, "Hey, you want to go watch some open mics around the area?" And I was like, "Cool, yeah." And then I was like, "Oh," he was encouraging me to try it. So,
do you have any questions for Chloe, Zach?
What's been your best and worst moment in comedy so far?
Okay. Oh, my best moment was when I performed at Labs. I think you were there. Zach was there. Is that sad?
They actually put you up though, because you missed your initial audition, right?
Well, because I didn't get an email. Like I checked my spam folder too. I didn't get one. So then he was like, "Oh, sorry." And then I got to go be in an actual show.
How do you handle criticism and negative feedback?
Mostly violently.
Okay. I asked
there will be blood.
I asked Chat GP. I was like, I need questions for either you're classy or trashy. These are the 20 questions they came up with.
Oh, I think I know.
What's your
already.
opinion on honesty, even if it might hurt someone's feelings?
Oh, yeah. I avoid conflict and I just mostly talk about people behind their backs like a normal person, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't everyone do that?
Sometimes.
I'm like, did you really have to say that to my face? Couldn't you just have said that to your friend like an hour later without me hearing it? Thank you very much. No, I need to be more direct though, I think, right? I think
Yeah.
direct communication is good. Oh, I got to work on that.
It's good in comedy. You know, you can really be blunt and like win over a crowd.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
I'm still kind of burnt out from my little run.
Verideth, you're going to come back.
I was at an open mic. I don't remember. We tried to go to Mitch's thing, but I just found out I got axed.
The one at Comedy Cave.
Yeah, Merchants Cafe.
Another one bites the dust.
Seriously, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think I went to Comedy Bar last Sunday. Did you go?
Not on Sunday, I don't think. I don't remember.
What's your favorite, Zach? Your favorite open mic?
Club comedy is definitely,
I know.
yeah, the Tuesday and the Wednesday is like my staple
It's
every
so
week.
fun.
Yeah.
It's my favorite too.
But, you know, I like Laughs a lot. Like when I'm on an actual show at Laughs, like, and it's full, that's probably like the best room because it's so big.
Fun.
Yeah, that's really great room. Comedy Bar has potential, but
Mhm.
I haven't been on a show there. So I don't know what it's actually like. when it's a
Oh,
full room.
wait. We got to get Zach on a show there.
We got to get on a show there first, dummy.
Oh, yeah, me. Me first. I forgot. I was supposed to be me. I need to get on a show. I've been doing comedy for 8 whole months. I deserve to be on a damn show.
Okay.
I'm entitled white woman.
You said it, not me.
This is what happens when I listen to Taylor Swift, by the way.
Yeah. I feel like there's a current civil war going on in the Seattle comedy scene. I'm neutral.
I'm neutral.
I wear my United Nations blue helmet. It says peacekeeper. I got my camouflage vest, and I'm like, hey, I'm just here to give out food. I'm just here to give people bags of rice. Some egg.
What's the Civil War?
This is so accurate, too.
I will not comment on it, but I'm just stating the facts. It's a very tense environment right now. That's just honesty.
Who's the tension between?
I can't. I'm not. A rule on the podcast is there's no name dropping because I don't want to edit this out later.
True. It just on Instagram, I saw some stuff being posted. And yeah, Civil War, baby. I am Switzerland. Is that how they talk?
Are you talking
Switzerland.
about like
Switzerland.
bookers and comics who are
Yeah.
butting heads?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very
It's very childish.
high school.
Yeah, it's very high school.
I didn't like high school. Did you guys like high school?
I had
No.
a pretty good time in high school.
Oh my gosh. What? I'm jealous.
I turned 16 and I just left. Like I got a car and I just drove. I never went back to high school.
So you
Is
didn't-
that
you didn't
true?
graduate?
No.
That sounds so badass that I'm like, is that really true?
Yeah.
That is so cool. Like, I don't even know if I'm cool enough to be friends with you now.
I was 16. I was selling weed out of my trunk. And I was just like, why do I need to go to school? I've learned everything I have. And I took a test. I got my GED. I took the test when I was 16 and I left.
I mean, honestly, all of senior year was a waste of time for me. Like, I didn't really learn anything.
Yeah.
Yearbook class? I had yearbook class. What is that? I don't know. Anyway.
Probably helps for all those comedy posters nowadays, you know?
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
But I was just a bad kid. And I was like, am I just smoking weed? I mean, I couldn't do it. I would smoke weed and then try to go to class. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what? I can't do this. So
Did you
I was
get in trouble in
yeah,
school?
yeah. I was like smoking blunts and stuff. And
Whoa. Bad boy.
What about you, Chloe? Did you get in trouble in school?
So everyone thought that I smoked every day at lunch because I'm like so giggly, naturally giggly. And I would come back from lunch just feeling loopy. But like I was such a straight edge square in high school. I never drank alcohol or smoked or did anything. I didn't go to any parties.
Yeah.
I was like in the AP classes, and then IB International Baccalaureate.
So what happened? Because you're quite chaotic now.
And then I know I'm reversing. I'm becoming more immature every year.
Yeah. What's the craziest drug that you've done now in your life, if you don't mind me asking?
The craziest?
Just,
Hmm.
ayahuasca.
No, I never done that.
I've done it. It's pretty
I
awesome.
don't like puking.
You shit yourself too.
Ew. I don't like either of those things.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yucky. I did Molly, and that was felt very good.
Molly?
It felt too good. It's like
Yeah.
I gotta stay away from that.
I did ecstasy in the early 2000s. I didn't have a good time. I did it once. I was like, this is whack. You?
Oh, what?
I think that stuff's all right. Like I like the rush, but it's not my favorite. I'm a big fan of psychedelics.
Yeah.
My most intense experience was salvia. That's the only time I've had like an out of body experience.
What is salvia?
Salvia is it's a legal drug. You can just order it on the internet.
This is not the cactus one, right?
It is, yeah. It might be. It may come from a cactus. I'm not entirely sure, to
Right.
be honest. It's been a long time since I did it.
Yeah, I think it's from like a cactus plant.
The effects are pretty similar to DMT, but like from what I hear, a lot rougher. I mean, I haven't done DMT, so I don't really know. But it's a really intense, really short period of time that you have a very intense psychedelic experience. And one of the reasons it's legal is because it's usually so unpleasant that people like don't get hooked on it.
Yeah.
People don't do it a lot.
When I was doing ayahuasca, that has DMT in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it was fucking crazy.
So it gives you like a new perspective on life after you do it?
It can. Well, it really depends. Like, so when I did it, I did like salvia. I had this super intense experience. I felt like I got hit by a bus and like my soul left my body. And then I was like a lizard person on another realm. And there was another lizard person. There was like an old woman. And I talked to her and she told me that life and death are illusions. And that after I lived out this life, I would return back to my lizard form with her. But first I had to live out this life. And then she put me back in my body. And I was still tripping balls. Like the room was still a desert around me, but I was like back in my body. And so for me, it was a really profound experience and like woke me up to spirituality and stuff. I'm like, this is so amazing. I started telling all my friends, like, you got to try salvia. And I brought my friend to try it. And he's like, yeah, I want this really profound experience. And he kept hitting the salvia and it was just not doing anything for him. And so we kept doing more and more and more. And then all of a sudden he's like, reacting, and we're like, what's going on? What do you see? And he's like, everything's like black and white and everything. It's like that old whistling cartoon with the black face. We're like, old whistling cartoon with the black face? And then it clicked and we pulled up that old like Disney, the original Mickey Mouse cartoon where he's like on the tugboat and he's whistling.
Creepy.
And he's like, everything is that right now. So
Ew.
it wasn't so profound for him, but
Oh man. Lizard people. I hope you do return to your lizard people someday, Zach.
You're a reptilian overlord?
yeah, maybe. I feel like, I don't know. I've tried to figure out like, what does that mean? Like, what's the takeaway from that, And like, I don't know. Cause like people usually associate lizard people as like the reptilians or like the evil overlords, So it's like, what's your takeaway? When
Yeah,
you're like,
why are
that's
reptiles
me?
the bad guys always?
Do you know about the reptilian aliens?
No.
There's like this conspiracy that like George W. Bush, Obama, all the elitists, they're part of this like chain of aliens, but they're reptilian aliens.
Oh, I want to be an alien.
So when they go behind closed doors, they like take off their masks and they're really lizards, and they're known as the lizard people. It was really heightened by this guy named David Icke. He was like a sports guy in the 70s, and he came out and told the world this. And this is just kind of what he does. He like goes to like different colleges and universities, and he talks about this.
He's like a scientist.
No.
Oh, so he's like no.
He said that
education.
He said the aliens came to talk to him one day, and he told this on like I think might have been like a UK England broadcast show in the 70s, and they just were like mocking him, whatnot. This is what he's known for. There's other conspiracy theories like Jordan Maxwell speaks about it. But he's more of like the old time ancient days. I used to go on this website called Project Camelot, and it was just always conspiracy theory people. There was a guy talking about time traveling. Let's do it. Who
Okay,
wants?
I actually do like time traveling conspiracies because it's like a fantasy to me.
Right. You know what I mean?
It's like a romance novel. Like Chloe goes back to Paris, 1920s. You know what
So
I mean?
you don't. But that was the spiel about the reptilian overlords.
So it made Obama even cooler because he's an alien too.
Yeah, he's from a long.
Wow, how could he
A
be
lin-
even cooler? Like,
He's from a
What?
lineage of the aliens.
ah,
They're all connected.
even cooler. Damn. Okay.
So then what's it mean when your takeaway is like, okay, I'm one of the reptilians?
You're one part of the elitists.
Oh my gosh, you're the elitist.
You're part of the government conspiracy. The Illuminati.
Why don't I have
Zach,
any
you're
money
elitist.
then?
Oh yeah, why don't you have the money? You're a poor loser.
Or opportunities? Like I am.
Yeah, why are you so poor, Zach?
Zach, why are you so poor?
I ask myself this every day.
Me too. Let's face it.
Yeah.
Wait, are you rich, Meredith?
No.
Oh, just asking. I don't know. I was hoping you'd say yes.
He has a lot of podcast equipment. He's rich in podcast
Yeah.
No,
equipment.
he doesn't have that much. What do you want him to get?
This is
robbed?
all. This is
You want him
all.
to get robbed?
This is all on the iPhone. iPhone 13. I just have 3 iPhone 13s.
Oh, maybe you can get sponsored by iPhone 13.
Are you listening? iPhone 13.
Apple,
Apple.
iPhone.
Call me.
Everybody buy Apple now. If
On-
they give us money, if they
on-
don't, do not buy it.
Um.
Ooh.
So I did 43 days, and then after that, I started prioritizing my health, and I joined a cult
Boo.
called CrossFit. So I do CrossFit
You
now.
really did join CrossFit?
Been at it for like 2 weeks now. That's
Oh
what I
my
do.
gosh, are you
Are you
about to
ripped
be
yet?
like
Huh?
Are you ripped?
No, not yet. But I'm gonna, I'm about to start tracking my macros, my calories.
Should we do like a before and after thing on the podcast? Should you take off your shirt now and then
Yeah.
like in a month
take off your shirt?
we'll make you take off your shirt again on the podcast?
Take off your shirt
No,
so we can track.
we're not gonna do that.
I want to see if your nipples expand when you get muscly, or don't you think the nipples probably expand, right?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I want to know now.
I want to know now.
Okay, moving
I
on.
think Zach wants to know more than me. I don't know why.
I just want good content for the people.
Oh,
for
that's
the
true.
viewers.
It's for the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that type of show.
Bobby Lee would do it.
Ask ChatGPT what they think about this.
Oh, you could put so many hashtags on this. You could do conspiracy, hashtag conspiracies, hashtag lizard people, hashtag nipples.
All right, are you ready for the questions that it prompt?
Yeah.
If you could have dinner with a fictional character, who would it be?
Mr. Darcy.
Okay, if you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Jesus Christ.
Why?
Because he seemed pretty chill and like hot and interesting to talk to, like, philosophical.
Mm.
And then I would be like, oh, by the way, we should probably like go to America so you don't die.
Yeah.
And then we would just go to America. Yeah. What about you guys?
Dinner? I'd probably maybe Tupac.
Oh, wait, I want to change my answer.
Yeah,
wait,
you-
I gotta change it to Tupac. Tupac. Yeah, me too. What about you? Forget Jesus. I want Tupac.
Why would you change from Jesus to Tupac?
I forgot Tupac's cooler. I forgot. Okay, Tupac. I would change it to Tupac, and then like I would be like, you don't really like Jaden that much. Jaden Pickett.
Have you guys heard what she's been doing?
Yeah, annoying. She's annoying.
Have you heard? Do you know what I'm talking about, Zach?
I have no
She
idea.
is
what you're talking
beautiful
about.
though, right?
So I think she put out a book, and in the book she talks about how she's been separated from Will Smith for
Yeah.
for a while. Even when Will Smith did that slap,
Yeah.
they were already separated. Like they weren't even. And he's like, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." He should have been saying, "Keep my wife's name out of my side piece separated." It wasn't even
Keep my neighbor
keep
that I've been
this-
separated from for 10 years name out of your mouth.
Yeah. So and then she said, she sold crack in Baltimore, and then a rapper named Jim Jones got on like I don't know, one of those live platforms like, "Yo, we need to do a fact check.
Yeah.
I know that there's some crackheads still around from the 90s in Baltimore that will validate if you sold crack or not."
Wait, I want to know. Is it true?
I don't know. I haven't gotten the results yet. This is just something that's going on in the internet. Since you guys don't know, and I'm always on the internets.
You know all about the nets, internets, interwebs.
I know there was that guy that claimed to smoke crack and have sex with Barack Obama. You guys hear about that guy?
Is this recent?
I think he's been telling the story for a long ass
Okay.
time, but I think recently it got like a big push in the press. I think Tucker interviewed him or something, and it blew up.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So
Upstanding citizens, you know, they gotta just have their story be told. You know, who else is gonna tell it besides Tucker? No one.
What else is going on in the news?
Oh wait, Tupac. It would be sorry. I
Gross.
have like some. Okay, I'm turning into a dude the more I hang out with comedy dudes. I realized.
Yeah.
Like, I think something is growing down there. I'm becoming a man, a dude.
Yeah.
I'm transitioning because I don't know. I think I'm just around a bunch of gross dudes all the time. Zach's not gross though, to be fair.
yeah,
Oh, maybe you're just not letting your it show in front of me.
I'm still a guy. I don't know. I'm probably gross.
Yeah, probably.
What are your thoughts on Tacoma comedy, Chloe?
Okay, I actually really love Tacoma. They just like are more down to like, okay, let's go out and watch comedy and have fun, you know?
Yeah.
They don't take it so seriously.
And they say anything. Literally.
But the comedians, some of them that went up, they said like some racist things. I noticed.
I just feel like I'm a when I when I'm in Tacoma and I'm watching the comedy, I feel like I'm a detective on that show, The First 48, and I have like my suspect in a like interview room, and I'm like, I think he just confessed it to the murder. You know, this is the guy. We found the guy that killed Tupac.
They all confessed within 3 minutes.
That they killed somebody.
Yeah. Oh, Tupac. Yeah. Tupac for sure. Wait, why? Yeah, because he's so cool. And like, I would be like, okay, we need to get out of America so you don't die. Like both dinner dates, I've realized they're dinner dates, right? Both dinner dates, I would be trying to save the person. Like, Jesus, I'm trying to get you out of here, out of the Middle East. And then Tupac trying to get you out of America, smuggle you into Mexico maybe. We'd be safer. Maybe Cabo.
Yeah.
Go the other direction with it. You know, I'm like, I'll have dinner with Hitler and kill him. You know, like that's
Oh,
that's the move.
wait.
If you can have dinner with anyone.
I
Yeah.
think I would be bad at killing Hitler though. Like I would I would mess up, like poison myself on accident and be like, "Oh no."
You get along too well or something.
Oh wait, what if he was really delightful dinner guest, you know?
Wasn't he? But he was always on meth.
Oh, he would be probably
Right?
miserable to be around then. And he ate soup, like just only soup all the time, like you.
That's what I remember watching in the documentaries. He was just high on meth, so you can like
That's the one reason why you don't have dinner with Hitler, because you'd have to eat soup.
Oh, I still want to eat soup. Yeah. It's not pleasant.
We had a guest on here, no name dropping, but he said that he did meth, and it made him smarter. Like he like learned how to play the piano and sing.
I never seen him play piano though.
Well,
Well, no, I'm not gonna name him or anything, but like,
well,
Is it the person that we all know has done meth, who talks about it on stage?
no, it's a different guy that does meth.
who you talking about?
There's so many that did meth.
I'm talking about Rob Conroy. I feel
Oh,
like
no,
he won't
no,
get
yeah,
mad
no.
if I
Oh
say it,
no,
'cause
no,
he talks
not
about it all
not
the
Rob,
time.
not Rob.
I
Dude,
did-
Rob is funny.
Rob's
You heard
great.
it here.
Another comedian.
Man, I'm out of the loop on this one.
We'll have them on the show.
I never did meth.
There's people smoking meth right outside that QFC, and I just be trying to get secondhand smoke so I can learn how to play the piano.
Oh wait, I do want to play piano like my mom.
Right? Because they made it sound like it was
Yeah.
like the limitless pill. Like everything made sense.
Yeah.
I think it's like that the first time, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe maybe only the first time.
You guys want to go do meth?
As long as we put it on the podcast.
Yeah, it has to be only content only for the
I got it.
podcast.
I got it. We do meth, right? And then we build our own crypto blockchain.
Wait, can we bake cookies after doing meth first?
No,
But I want cookies.
but you could do that now without meth.
Well, but I want to eat them on meth. They probably taste better. Or the cookies would turn out better, you know?
All right, you're not gonna do meth with us?
Yeah, but I'm going to bake cookies. And then what did you say, rocket ship or something?
Crypto, I
I'm
think.
not that good at listening.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
Oh yeah, speaking of shut your mouth, Travis Barker, he's recording a new album, right?
Who's
And then
that? Blink-
Travis, Blink-182 drummer. He's a famous drummer.
Why did my daddy leave
Da-
us for Latina?
Daddy, why? Oh, anyway, yeah, Travis, I love drummers, first of all, drummers. Oh, anyway, he was doing his little clips on Instagram, and one of them was like, "You always talk, stop talking, shut up, why do you always talk so much?" And I was like, whoa, things not going so well with Kourtney Kardashian.
Yeah.
My boyfriend made a song or my husband made a song like that, I'd be like, excuse me, how rude.
Crazy rich people.
Do you think Travis is crazy?
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
I think you get a certain amount to with the certain bands you reach. If you're like multi-millions, you got to be somewhat eccentric and
Oh, you're kind of like not around the regular normal people.
you know what I mean? The only people
You're like with the lizard people only.
well, you're with the Kardashians. Like imagine that. Like you're having to be them.
That's
with,
not normal.
exactly.
You guys.
I'm not saying he's a bad person, but I definitely know he's
Yeah.
he's not normal.
I mean, I don't know. I never talked to him before.
That's what
Travis, you should come on this podcast.
that's what I think about rich people is that they've just seen
They're kind of cut off.
they
Unless you're a comedian, you're amongst the people every night,
yeah,
dude.
that's true.
Yeah, that's what I
mean,
like about stand-up.
Some rich comedians sometimes, like Chris Rock's new special,
Yeah.
he had like a whole set of jokes about like the price of Lululemons being like $100.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, Chris Rock, you're telling us this is the thing that your mind is on. Like you're a millionaire and you're worried about Lululemons being $100. Like this just doesn't feel real. This doesn't feel
That doesn't
like
feel authentic.
Because he probably pays more than $150 just for a haircut.
Yeah. Dude, what's the most you guys paid for a haircut?
50?
Yeah, me too.
about 50.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Not mine. They
Oh.
do this.
For me. Oh yeah, yours is like less hair.
That's about what it costs just to get this done these days.
I just have a buzz cut, you know.
Oh, I used to go to Great Clips and it was only $20.
Yeah.
I'm kind of low maintenance when it comes to stuff like that, you know? I'm like so chill. Like any guy would be so lucky to date me, you know? Like I have like great tits. So chill. You know? I don't know why I'm single.
We should put a number on the screen so viewers can like call
Yeah.
in to Chloe. Chloe, do you want to plug your number?
1-800
My number is
1-800 Chloe Comedy.
actually some weird guy that saw me at Club Comedy got my number from someone. I don't know how he got my number.
Did he text you?
He texted me, and then at first I was like, oh, cool. Like, maybe it's a love story. Baby, just say yes. And then it became creepy real fast. He sent pictures of him holding up fish, 2 of them. Like 2 pictures of him holding up different fish. And then I was like, okay, well. And then he said, I want to impregnate you. And then,
Are you being serious?
yes.
That's like classic chivalry. It's like, I will give you my seed and 2 fish.
It actually it's worse because he started before that by saying like, "Oh, do you have kids?" And I was like, "No." And then he's like, "Oh, you look like you would have kids." And I was like, "What does that mean?" It doesn't sound good. And then he was like, "Yeah, you got that mommy body." And I was like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "Yeah, you got those hips, you got those boobs and tummy." And I was like, "Ew." I was like, "What? I wear baggy hoodies on stage. How do you know?" And then and I was like, "How did you get my number?" And he's like, "I have my sources." But anyways, and then he was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm a Scorpio. That's why I said I want to impregnate you." So he believes in that. Anyone that believes in the zodiacs, you guys, stop now.
So are you going to have his babies?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, the
Alright.
fish was pretty big that he caught, both of them, you know? But
Yeah.
he looked kind of short compared to the fish. You know, short king. Shout out to Leo.
It was Leo that was texting you.
Shout out to Leo, my favorite short king. Leo makes every woman angry, and I love it.
Why? Why would you want to make women angry? I don't get it.
Well, because women are kind of mean to me sometimes, you know?
Mm.
So when Leo makes women mad, I'm like, hee hee. That's revenge for saying that I'm ugly.
It's interesting that he gave you the generic dating profile photo with the fish.
Yeah.
That's what
and
guys
two
do.
of them in a row.
Because then the next one is him in Vegas with his boys, like arms
Or
across.
at a wedding, everyone is like, oh, look at my friend got married, but I'm not married.
I had a friend. His profile photo is him with a sword, and I was like, why? Why would you do this? Why?
That's weird.
Why would you bring violence into this?
Okay, actually, everyone should listen to Viridet's advice when it comes to women because
Thank you.
your advice is actually solid. Like, I don't know what guys are doing these days. Like, too much. It's just like, be chill.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, how are you? You know, like, don't be trying to impress us. It's not impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend say she went on a coffee date, and she's Asian, and the guy asked her, "Do you have any Asian friends you can like hook me up with?"
This is why I'm single. Cause I'm so cool and like all the guys are losing.
I'm trying to date, and it just blows up in my face.
How is it blown up in your face? Give me an example.
Well,
of
not
it
blowing up. It doesn't work out for me, and I try, like I'll engage in conversations on Hinge, and then I'll send screenshots to Chloe to be like, they're not replying back.
Everyone's flaky these days.
Yeah, like I literally will just tag him with, please reply back. Are you alive? Question mark.
He really does do that. He does that to me. He'll be like, please respond. And I'm like, dude, I'm at work, bruh.
I mean,
I'm at work, bruh.
it's Semi just trolling everyone.
Is everybody is just tired from work all the time, you know?
Except for me. Because I just take
Fucking
naps.
tired. I'm tired all the time. Well, I like my coworkers. They're
Yeah.
cool.
So I guess I'm trying, and it's just nothing's working, at least online.
Okay. But so far you haven't done anything wrong, you know, based off of what you've shown me, and like you take them out. Do you pay for dinner on the
Yeah,
first
of course.
date? Oh my gosh. That in itself is revolutionary. Like you paid for dinner
I've always paid.
and then you say, "Give me sex now."
I don't say that.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I think the last time what happened was she took me to a restaurant near her place in SeaTac,
mhm.
and we went to this place called Ginger. It was called Pan Asian Ginger, and it had like, dude, it had a
Is she a
T-bone.
white girl?
No, she was African, like from like Cameroon,
She just picked such a bad spot.
and it had like a T-bone steak, grilled sandwich, pho, bubble tea. It was just like all the Asian dishes because it was Pan Asian, meaning
Steak?
yeah, it had
Well-
steak. It was like American food mixed in. But anyways, she said she's wanted to go somewhere close, just in case if things got weird, she could Uber it back home because she had a bad experience on her last Bumble date.
Oh.
But then as we started eating, she's like, "I'm still hungry," and I was like, "Well, there's this Artenian steakhouse I wanted to take you to by my place." She's like, "Well, you seem very cool, and you have good banter." I'm like, "Yeah, I do comedy." So then we went over there.
So she got you to buy her 2 dinners?
No, then she had some like appetizer or whatnot, but she paid for that, and
Oh.
then and the rest is history.
And then you banged. He left that part out the first time he told me. The juiciest part. He left the part out where they banged.
I didn't think it was necessary.
Wait, that's the best part of hearing about sex.
So
You
yeah.
smash. Mm-hmm.
But then I messaged her the next day, and then she just like unmatched me.
Guess she got what she wanted out of that, huh?
Oh my gosh, she totally used you. Now that I think about
This
this,
is not the first
doesn't
time.
it feel bad, Verideth? Feels bad, right?
Yeah, I don't like getting the unmatched. That's a low
Dude,
blow.
that's actually so awful.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, how dare you do that to my friend Verideth?
Or they just don't respond to the text messages.
it just dating feels so horrible. That's why I haven't done it in
It's
a while.
awful.
Yeah.
Especially awful because there's three ways to date. You can meet within your social circle.
Mm-hmm.
You can meet online, or you can just meet, I don't know, at an event
At
maybe.
work, I guess.
Yeah, I've never did that at work. That was someplace I always stayed cleared of. But you could do, I don't know, a museum or some public event, some whatever get together.
Or a warehouse.
You met someone at a warehouse?
That's how I met my first boyfriend. Was in a warehouse. What?
Tell us more about this. Like Amazon warehouse or something?
No, it was for work. He worked in the warehouse, and he's so cute.
But what were you doing?
And I was out in the warehouse for the elections office. Like, we were testing all of the machines that scan the ballots,
Yeah.
testing them out. And they have them all on these big tables out in the warehouse. And I just kept looking at this guy like.
And then did he come over and talk to you?
He stuffed our ballot box.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. I shouted out, I blurted out at him in the lunchroom. I said, "Hey, nice jeans." And he
Okay.
he nervously like looked down because he was kind of shy, and he was like, "Oh, thanks, I got them at Ross."
So you had a crush on him, and
Yeah.
that was like your mating call?
I just like blurted it. I blurted it. I'm not very smooth, but it
Yeah.
seems to work out pretty well. We stayed together 5 years, bruh. Yeah.
If this was the animal kingdom, that was your like.
I was like, "Nice jeans." Oh, last night I actually initiated on girls' night the three guys that were hanging out with us the rest of the night. I initiated it.
Okay.
I
So
went up to their table and said, "What's up?"
yeah.
And it hit. They were laughing.
Hell
Like
yeah.
it was a good starter joke, you know.
And then everybody went home with them.
And then we went to their little rooftop,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know, it was kind of boring. I
Yeah.
wanted to kind of go home, but
Nothing juicy.
yeah, nothing juicy. I was eating Sour Patch Kids.
But with your first boyfriend,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you did your mating call, and then what did he do?
That's when he he said he had a crush on me when he first saw me. And he remembered my outfits. That's why I believed him. I was like, "Oh my gosh, he remembered my exact outfit that I was wearing the first day I started working there."
And then did he ask you out?
No, he's very, very well, because he had dated someone that he worked with in the past, and it turned out awful.
Yeah.
So he was just like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that ever again."
How we doing on time, Zach? It's 3:30 now.
Yeah, I should probably head out pretty soon.
Okay.
Should probably wrap it up.
Okay.
But yeah, he was an alcoholic, and it turned out bad.
So I'm gonna cut this thing up and probably push it out tomorrow. You guys got any upcoming shows you want to plug?
Zach, yeah.
Get a little bit closer to the mic.
I probably have some shows. What do I have? The Boulard Bash
Tell the camera.
in Ballard this upcoming Wednesday if you want to get your Halloween on. And then I'm doing, what else am I doing? I'm doing the Tapped Out Comedy Show up in Linwood. And then I'm doing the Popular Costume Show at Club Comedy on Sunday. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
going to be a fun week. Yeah. What about you guys? Anything? Anything going on?
I'm getting ready for my Netflix special.
I'm done with comedy.
Okay, I'm in a show, just one, not a lot like Zach, but I'm in one show, and it's October 28th, and it's at the Chi-Town Chicago style pan pizza in Tacoma. Yeah, October 28th. Be there.
All right. If you're in the Tacoma area or Seattle area, please check out these people's shows. Other than that, we will be back next week with another episode of What Are You Saying?
Woo woo!
Thanks for having us.
Thanks,
Peace.
man.